Well, hello again. As you can see, it's a dreadful mess on my desk. That's because I've just said goodbye to you all and thank you for joining me today. Because I hadn't realised that the camera had cut off at the point at which we were sticking these together. So let's try and backtrack a little bit so you haven't really missed out. So what I did, as I said, was I wanted to use them as pockets. So I've glued it on the three sides and stuck it down to one of my patterned pages. And whilst I was crying in my tea, I thought I would use a length to cut a tag to go in there. And then I suddenly thought, oh, what a beautiful belly band. So we'll do that as well as a bonus for you having to watch two different videos. So what I want to work out is how tall do I want my tag. I want it about there. So I'll just take my metal ruler and I'm just going to trim that off. And then that's the little tag that will fit in that pocket like that. And I can decorate that up whenever I want to. Probably when I'm using the journal next year. So that's what I did with that. And then I bought the ink dyed mottled tags back up because they were dry. And I just used my B stamps to decorate those up. And then while I was doing that, I thought, oh, it would be nice to have a single stamp on a little dangle. So I just took some of this card that I hadn't inked, I stamped singularly, I cut it round, I popped a little hole in the corner and some twine, and then I showed you how if you used some of that faux vintage tape, you could just dangle it on your page and it would flap around and it would give you a tiny little piece of journaling space. So I thought that was quite cute. So there you go. So that's what you missed. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't realise that had happened. But as I've now discovered, we can make a fabulous belly band. So let's, oh, and I did this one where again I stuck it on as the pocket, so you could put a little tag in there. That's where that one will go. Probably needs trimming, so we'll just take an inch or so off the bottom and pop that in there, and there's my other little tag. And then I laid some baking paper that I did my coffee dyed papers on, and then I just laid over some tissue paper that I'd previously stamped, and I just tore a piece out and I stuck it down. Now the baking paper I only stuck round the edge, but the tissue paper I stuck all of it because that gives us another little bit of a pocket there. It does cover up his face, but what a surprise of what the photo is. Or you could stick it further down there and he could, you know, have beehives that he enjoys when he's home on leave, whatever. So, but now let's have a little look at this belly band. So, whoops, I cut a couple of strips of 1.5 inch pieces of plain white card, and I used this tag punch. Well, it's not gone in. Why has that not gone in? It's curled over for some reason. We're off to a really good start, aren't we? There you go. Now I can feel it's gone in. Okay. Oh. Goodness me. Claire. Right. There you go. And then turn it over, pop it down the other end, and now I've got a hole each end. So what I thought was I could put that on there as a belly band. We'll put a little bit of ink around it because it's a bit stark white at the moment. Now if you haven't got one of these punches, you could always just cut a strip and do your standard tag shape where you just cut your triangles. Obviously that's not even, is it? Which is why I always do it with a credit card. And then just punch a hole. I'm all dithery because of video stuff, and just do it that way. But because I've got it, I'm going to use it. And then maybe we'll put one of our bee stamps on. We'll use that one. As you didn't see any of the bee stamps. Going on to the tags. I'm so sorry about that. I had no idea that the camera had stopped. And then if you get it straight, is that straight? Yeah. But we've missed the bit at the bottom. Now the beauty of this being a belly band is we can turn it over and do it again. And if you're not good at doing things straight, then do it deliberately not straight. That's always a good tip, because if you do it not straight by accident, it does show. But if you do it deliberately on the scoop, then it doesn't show. So what's under there? Ah, you see, there's a piece of paper under there. That is probably why that didn't stamp properly. Right, let's try it again, and let's put it in the middle this time and cover that up before I have another drama. So you now find the middle and put it on the scoop. You see, it's perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this same twine, because it'll keep everything uniform, going in from the front all the way up, back out, and then I'm going to cut a length, come back up, tie it near the top, shall we? Because we've got the stamp in the middle. Let's tie it at the top there. Let's do a nice little bow, just because that's super pretty. And then we can adjust our bow down like that. We can trim these off like so. And if you take some tape, some masking tape, some micropore, whatever it is that you've got, that will ensure that when you slide things in and out, they don't catch. Okay. And then just trim that off because you don't need the extra. There we go. And we've got a little bit there. Okay, that's also obviously giving it a little bit more strength. And then if we look at our page and we pop that there, that is going to give us a beautiful belly band. So, like that. And then like that. And then that will sit there like so. Rub off any extra glue. And of course, technically, that's now a double belly band because we can put something behind it as you would normally a belly band, but then you could also put something through there as well. Might need to be a little bit tighter, or you can just use the back. And how pretty is that? So there you go. Because we had the disaster and I was crying in my coffee making those mini tags to go behind our photos, we did have a happy accident where we realised we could make that lovely belly band. So there you go. So we've got belly band, we've got the photo pockets, and we've got the single stamp dangle, and then we've got our tags. That's not bad for today's work, is it? Again, thank you so much for joining me. Stay safe, happy crafting. I'll be back very soon. Ta-ta for now.